Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to talk about the most common pages you should have on a website. So let's jump straight in with the home page. The home page is the virtual front door of your website, and often the first impression visitors have of your brand or business. So it should clearly convey who you are, what you do, and what visitors can do on your site. Example, do you want them to shop? Do you want them to subscribe? Do you want them to contact you? What are they there for? Why have they come to your site? And what action do you want them to take? So key elements to make sure are included on your homepage are engaging visuals, whether that's a graphic, an image, anything like that, a video, clear value proposition. What is it that you can offer them and why should they choose you? Easy navigation to other sections of the site and a strong call to action. If you want somebody to book an appointment with you, then make it clear that you want them to book an appointment with you. That's a good, strong call to action. The second page that you should have on a website is an About Us page. So this page is all about telling your story, your mission, and helping to build trust and connect with your audience on a personal level. Who are you? Who are the members of your team? How long has your business been around? Why do you do this? Why are you in business? So key elements for that page: company history, team member bios, your mission statement, and what makes you different from your competitors. You might be a mechanic. Why should people bring their car to you? What do you specialize in? What do you do that's different? I know, I've got a mate who's a mechanic. He does a fantastic job, but it's his customer service that brings people back to him over and over and over again. If you do something like that, then shout it from the hilltops. Put it on your About Us page and tell people why you are different, why they should choose you. Okay, the next one is products and service pages. So obviously you may have more than one product, you may have more than one service. So in general, any of those pages should follow the same format, but this page should showcase what you're offering. Whether it's physical products, digital goods, or services, tell people about them, the information about them, and the key elements: detailed descriptions, pricing information, high quality images or videos, and if applicable, information on how to purchase or get a quote. Once again, this is like having a really good call to action. If you want somebody to buy a product, make it clear that that's what you want them to do. If you want them to get a quote from you, make sure it's clear that that's what you want them to do. Okay, the next important page to have is a contact page. It is essential for letting visitors know how to get in touch with you. The contact page facilitates communication and support. So what do we need on a contact page? We need a contact form. Always best to have a contact form as opposed to having a direct visible email address, especially if you want to limit the amount of spam. If you must have your email address showing, there are ways to disguise it so that it's not as easily, used for spam. But you want a contact form, email address if you want to have one. Phone number is always a bonus, because I see so many websites nowadays where people just don't list their phone number. It makes it really hard for people to get in touch with you. If you're not going to list a phone number, then maybe look at having a live chat system or something like that on your website where people can talk to you instantly during business hours. Physical address if it's applicable to what you do and sell, and links to your social media profiles. Those are all the things that should go on a good contact page. So the next page that we recommend is a frequently asked questions page, or an FAQ. So This page addresses common customer queries and concerns, which helps to reduce the workload on your customer support and provide instant answers. If you go to a website and they have a frequently asked questions page, you're going to look there first to find the answer before you try to ring people or before you try to contact that business, because ultimately it's about getting the information you need to make the right decision. So by having a frequently asked questions page on your website, you're helping people to make the right decision about your products, your services, and your business. So it should have organized questions and answers about your products, services, shipping policies, return policies, and any other things that your customers raise on a regular basis. If you've got a specific process in place that takes place after somebody makes a purchase, your frequently asked questions page is a good place to put that. Okay, the other things that you can have is a blog. Now, a blog is a powerful tool for sharing insights, news, valuable content related to your industry or your niche. It can help drive organic traffic to your site and establish your expertise. Regularly updated articles or posts should be on that page. They should be organized into categories or tags for organization. And if you can, add a search feature and social sharing buttons. Why we do that is that search feature allows people to find the article that they're looking for much quicker, and the social sharing buttons allows you to get some free marketing, because if somebody likes the article or the item enough, they're going to share it to their social media, which is getting you more eyeballs on your content free of charge. Okay, so the next one is testimonials or reviews page. Now, you don't necessarily have to have it as a page. You can showcase your testimonials and reviews on other pages of your website. Testimonials and reviews from satisfied customers can significantly enhance your credibility and persuade new visitors to convert. Now, the key elements that you want to make sure is that they're real customer reviews, that they show the rating, perhaps show some case studies and success stories. Now, one of the questions we get a lot around testimonials and reviews is, I've only got one or two, what should I do? In that case, first things first, reach out to people who you've worked with in the past, see if they'll write you a review, and try and get that up to 10 or more. I would then maybe look at putting things like your testimonials on your website, but only once you've sort of got 10, 20, enough to be more than, one or two. The reason you want this is because 1 or 2 says, hey, this person's business is really good. 10 says, we've done this quite a lot and we've had a considerable number of success stories. And obviously, the more the merrier. So if you've got 100 clients you've dealt with in the past that were successful and happy with your service, reach out to all of them. You won't get all of them to complete a testimonial or a review. In fact, it's easier to get a negative review than it is to get a positive review, but the more you reach out to, the more you will get back. So make sure you do that, especially if you've never done it. Start doing it for every customer moving forward. Okay, and the next two, which are privacy policy and terms of service, I'm going to sort of cover those two together. So a privacy policy, which is all about data privacy. It's making sure that if I was to complete a form on your website, that you're going to keep my information private. And that page should have information on data collection, storage, usage, who's using it, what are you going to do with it, those sorts of things. Next one is terms of service, which is this page outlines, the rules and guidelines for using your website, protecting your rights and setting expectations for users. So it's going to have things like use of content, copyright information, account guidelines, disclaimers. The reason I covered those two together is because it is the biggest thing missing from most websites, And it is the biggest thing, regardless of your business size, that you need to make sure you are looking after. Because if you don't have a privacy policy or a terms of service page, the other one that's commonly seen with those two is the cookie policy, you are liable, and it's becoming increasingly more risky to not have those pages. There are services out there that will do this for you. You can talk to a lawyer, you can look at some online platforms where you can generate those documents, but make sure that you have some kind of coverage on your website legally. Because even if it's as simple as somebody filling out a contact form, if there is a data breach and it came from your website, you're liable, and those people could, take you to court, sue your business. It might cost you money to get a lawyer to draw up the documents to start with, but it's a lot less than you're going to pay if there's a data breach on your website. And whilst even the best web designers in the world can do security work on your website, if somebody wants to hack into your site and steal data, and they are desperate enough to do so, they will get in, they will hack your website. So I can't stress how important it is to make sure that you have those items on your website. And the final one is for creatives and service providers, and that's making sure you have like a portfolio. So if you're offering creative services, a portfolio page showcases your work, skills, and what potential clients can expect to get from you. And the things that you should have on that page are high quality images or videos of your work, project descriptions, client testimonials, and contact information for someone to make an inquiry. Because if somebody looks at, say you're like us, you're a digital marketing agency, they look at a website you've built for a past client and they go, damn, I really like that, I want a website that looks like that. They want to contact you straight away and say, hey, I want this. So make it easy for them to do that. Okay, so in conclusion, having these essential pages on your website can greatly enhance user experience. It can improve your search engine optimization and effectively communicate your brand's message to visitors. So each page serves a specific purpose in guiding visitors through the journey of getting to know your business and taking those desired actions, such as your call to actions. So, recommendations for you moving forward. Review your site to ensure it includes these essential pages. If any are missing, prioritize adding them. Content updates. Regularly make sure that the content on these pages is up to date, and make sure you keep it fresh, relevant, and engaging for your audience. If you've had the same content on the same page for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, people are going to go, they're not innovating. They're not an innovative business. So maybe make sure that you just rejig that content every 12 months or every 6 months even. Optimize your website for SEO, so ensure that each page is optimized for search engines to improve visibility and to drive organic traffic to your website. User feedback. Consider gathering feedback from users about their experience with your website and adjust it accordingly to improve usability. As I said in a past video, easiest way to do this, reach out to some friends, some other business owners that you know and say, hey, can you have a look at my website? Tell me if there's anything you think would make it easier for you to find particular information. Get them to have a look at your website and get them to give you a bit of a feedback. These are all great ways to do that. So I hope you've gotten some fantastic ideas out of this and some understanding of what the best pages are to have on your website. I really suggest you go back, have a look at your website, follow those next steps, and, happy growth. So Martin from Define Marketing signing off on this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.